Hello everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome back to more Let's Play Ratchet and Clank. Today, we're going to be heading off to another new planet. So, with everything in hand, let's go ahead and get going and continue our pursuit of Chairmen Drek. And that planet is the robot planet Core 2. I think that's the name of the planet, but whatever. Let's go! Let's go!
Well, I guess Quark didn't eliminate them.
How observant of you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, if you were only so diligent in doing your own job!
Yes, sir.
Since our new planet is nearly finished, we need a plan to remove the world that is occupying our selected orbit. This time, it must be absolutely foolproof. Time is wasting.
Welcome to Planet Core 2. And I just realized this planet is the same production planet of which Clank came from. So, in other words, we're on Clank's home planet. How awesome is that? So awesome, we're going to check out the Gadgetron vendor and see if we can buy anything. And we can't. That one zappy electric gun that costs 30,000 bolts. So, yeah, still got a long way to go before we can purchase something of that magnitude. Let's check the map, see where we need to go. Let's go this way first. Why? Because this way makes sense. It looks like we have to deal with swimming mechanics again. And this time, not only are we swimming for our lives, but we're going to be swimming through rings. Well, as long as we don't have to dress up as a superhero and fly through rings, then we're fine. Throughout this swimming gauntlet, we're going to have the hydro pack in hand. And trust me, you're going to want to use it as much as possible, because throughout the swimming gauntlet, we have to go through these waters as fast as possible, because during certain segments, the water becomes electrified, and we have to navigate our way through the water before time runs out and we get zapped to death. Really, you don't want to mix electricity with water. Because if you do, you die. And you get one fried lumbax coming right up. And with that, the deed is done. Yay!
Oh, yeah!
And we got the bolt grabber as our reward. What does this do exactly? Well, it attracts bolts at a much further range. So bolts automatically come to you further away. So that is excellent to know. At least now we don't have to be right up close and personal next to the bolts in order to grab them anymore. So the range of which is increased. Well, let's just say this thing has the same range as the Commando perk from Modern Warfare 2. That's pretty much the range. Well, at least it's not inconsistent when you mix lightweight and marathon and commando lunge at people from across the freaking room. Or across the map. Whatever. At least it's not broken. At least from my understanding. Now this pathway right here, you cannot go this way because... Well, it's because this place is guarded by robots, and if any organic life forms enter the vicinity, well then, they die. They die practically instantaneously, so keep this in mind. We will have to go that way eventually, though, so that kind of sucks for us, but whatever. In order to go that way, we need, like, some sort of holographic disguise to disguise our DNA and biological signatures. If you can catch my drift, we need a disguise. Because disguises make you look different. Especially when it's just a mustache. Because mustaches make all the difference in the world. To tell you from the difference between Joe and Jim. And Steve. And Bob. Get it? Hope you do. I am starving. Haven't ate lunch today, and the only thing I ate this morning were Pop-Tarts. And I also had some barbecue chips I had barbecue chips as a snack. If you want to know what brand, it was the Utz brand. It was really good. Especially the Ruffle ones. Which you can't really get unless you get the big bag. And those are relatively more expensive than the standard size bags. If you know what I mean. Now let's bring up a question of the day kind of thing. I haven't done one of these in a while. What is your favorite brand of potato chips? My favorite brand has to go to Pringles, hands down. You can't beat the taste. And the cans, oh man, don't even get me started. You can't eat just one Pringle. You just can't do it. Just gotta eat them until you eat them all. How do I get over here? Do I need to shoot something? Do I need to hack something? Oh, duh. I'm a doof. How did I not see this room, and why did I only see a wall? I is blinded. Blinded by explosions. Lots and lots of pretty explosions.
Was it pi over infinity, or...
Hey! You need help fixing that thing?
Actually, I'm trying to destroy it.
Why?
I was contracted to re-engineer my enlarging machine to create huge, heavily armed mechs.
So that's where those mechs came from.
Precisely. Had I known Drek was behind this, I never would have done it.
Is there anything we can do?
Well, if you'll volunteer to be enlarged, you may be able to stop those mechs long enough for me to sabotage this machine.
And then you will change me back?
I've never tried that, but in theory, yes.
That sounds interesting enough. Let's go ahead and try it. Well, with that, Clank is now a giant freaking robot of destruction. We can use this form to practically destroy anyone and anything that dares to stand in our way. However, you don't use this form very often in the game. In fact, it's only used about 2 or 3 times, and that's it. But at least in this form, we have lots of health to work with, and we have this giant robot to fight. That's fun, right? Yes, it is. Because we have plenty of robots to fight and kill. And plus, these things were advertised on the last Infobot. That's it, Infobot. I almost said Holovision thing because potatoes. Also, I've noticed lots of lag happening. That's in-game lag. Not sure why this is, but whatever. Controlling the giant Clank is very simple. You just use the left analog stick to move like you normally would. Just push square to use your melee attacks repeatedly. And I think Clank has one more attack that he can use. And it's useful for taking out multiple targets at once. And yeah, it is. You just push triangle to execute it. Definitely useful for clearing out rooms of large number of enemies. If you can catch my drift. So all in all, I love this thing. Also, I just realized Clank has a missile attack.
Well done! Now just step into the machine and we'll see what happens.
Nice to have you back, I guess.
I've recalibrated the controls to allow only your specific circuit pattern.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know how to thank you two. Maybe this'll help.
New! From Gadgetron, the makers of weapons and other fine products, comes the Hollow Guys. With the Hollow Guys, you can fool robots into thinking you're one of them. Match your wits against other robots. Work on robotic assembly lines. Attend robot parties. The Hollow Guys. Available only at Gadgetron headquarters for a limited time. Not to be used for illegal purposes. We're only in sanctioned areas. You will not actually become a robot.
If I can get that thing, I'll be able to get past those robot guards.
Robots are not so easily fooled.
Ah, what's that?
What?
Uh-huh.
Well, with that, we have coordinates for another new planet, and that is a name I can't even pronounce, or even remember off the top of my head once again, but I do know the location is Gadgetron headquarters. Yay, we're actually going to go to the manufacturing weapon plant of which we've gotten pretty much every single weapon in the game from. How awesome is that? As I was trying to state earlier, Clank does have a missile attack. Push and hold the circle button to execute it. The only other time that I remember Giant Clank coming into play is Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, and that was only one time. And also, while you're firing missiles, I don't think you can move very far or very well at all. So, keep this in mind. It's mostly a better idea just to stick with melee attacks. Unless you really want to go hardcore and attack enemies from a distance, like a boss. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. This is Gerald Snivy with Let's Play Ratchet and Clank. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. Next time, we're going to be heading off to Gadgetron headquarters and get ourselves a Hollow Guys and whatever else is located there as well. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all later.